everyone. Welcome to the. Oh, no. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 43rd episode of the official Sucrose Stans Podcast. Today, we have two guests, since Flip decided that whatever he's doing right now is more important than this. So it's just Butterfer and Havaach, our regulars. So, Butterfer, do you want to talk about yourself?
Hello. Yeah, I'm Butterfer. I do some genshin theory crafting. Do a little bit of a YouTube upload here and there. Sometimes it does pretty well, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, we are happy to have you today. I really hope your Columbina video blows up because it's really good.
What Columbina video?
The pre-release. Didn't you do something already?
Oh, I just covered the kit. It did horribly. Absolutely dog shit.
No.
I will stop doing day one kit news
No.
from now on.
That's so sad. Wait.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I know other types of content that I think I'll enjoy more and will do better.
Okay.
It's okay.
Wait. We got a leak with actual. Oh my goodness. We got a leak with people actually putting artifact sets and stats on their characters.
Let's go.
What?
Okay, I don't want to look at it
Unheard of.
because it has leaks for the world boss, but that is insane. Hasn't that ever happened before? I think it's the first time. Okay, well,
Have we got new leakers?
I hope so. I hope this becomes a normal thing because HSR has like 1 million people all doing private server stuff, and for some reason Genshin has a huge lack of. Okay, I don't want to say this too loud because it is a loophole. So like we aren't like that. The fact that we get leaks itself is dangerous, but. Still, like, you know what I mean. Okay, the viewers will know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the topics. I really wanted Kinkle to be here because he's kind of an expert regarding Hexenzirkel. Like, he looked into every team, I think.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Or, like, looked into Mona and Venti. Well, which are obviously the biggest ones. Butterfer, did you play some Hexenzirkel teams yourself?
Yeah, I just played the Mulani team.
Oh, okay. What?
Yeah.
What was your experience? Did you enjoy Durin in your Mualani team?
No. Durin is not part of it. It's just Mona and Sucrose.
Oh, I completely
too.
forgot.
Yeah.
Well, did you enjoy Mona and Sucrose with Mualani?
Yeah, it's really, really good. You just play Sucrose, Mulani, Mona, and the last slot, Mavika is better, but I think PMC is a better use of resources for your account. Let's put it that way. And thanks to PMC's C6, you get you can apply Pyro at the very start with a normal attack. So you can kind of do what Citlali does with Mavika. So you can actually vape all the hits, even if your Mulani is C2. Even though PMC has pretty slow application.
Yeah.
And it just it's really cheap. It works out really well, and it's just really strong.
The team does feel way better than I thought it would.
Yeah, like Mona, I still don't understand. Like I stopped trusting like leaks. Just that are literally just hearsay at this point, because. Pre-release, people said Mona's duration can be extended just with 3 normal attacks and a charge attack because like the cooldown, whatever, it doesn't actually exist. I don't even know, I don't trust that anymore. After getting all the false information about Zibai's interruption resistance, the energy particles, this and that. I need to see it. I need to see it to believe it now. So I'm not too sure how many normal attacks you actually need to do on Mona for the full extension. Is it 3? Is it 4? Does it matter if your C2 triggers a charge attack? So I've just been doing 4. Yeah. Also, this is a C2 rotation that I found. It's pretty.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, true. That makes sense. That's why. I thought it was interesting that like even though it's C2, Mualani's field time is so short here.
Yeah, that's C2, and then you take advantage of PMC's pyro normal attacks to apply pyro sometimes. I'll try this.
Yeah, it sounds really
It's
fun.
really good. And like PMC is so convenient that I think the best like Mualani team for the price, it's literally just you use free support. You use Mona, Sucrose, and PMC, and then you just stack like cons and like the sig on Mualani. That's just the best way to do it.
Wow.
Which would probably put her like either from second to fourth. I'm not sure, but she should be about 200k at my standard.
Yeah. I was also very skeptical about a certain tweet from a certain someone that is very gullible. Gullible is the right word.
Oh
I
no.
think. So
Let's
the
see
certain
this.
someone said that Skirk went from top 2 to top 4 to top 5 in one singular patch. What do you think about that, Butterfer?
They might not be wrong, honestly.
What? Do you think so?
Because if you think about it, like Skirk, that it might change a little bit if we look at slightly higher investment, because Skirk, like what she really wants Escoffier, obviously. She really wants her Sig. And after that,
Yeah.
Farina is a pretty decent gain. Like compared to, for example, let's say if you have what's a good example of this? Yeah, let's just say Mavuika. Like Mavuika, you're getting R1, you're getting Citlali. Afterwards, like you could get like Shilinen's probably not even an upgrade over Sucrose, at least on paper anyway. Like you could get Mavuika C1, but like that doesn't really do that much. But like for like it's maybe like a 10% increase. Like for Skirk, you're trading Xingqiu for Farina. Like that could be like a 20+% increase. So like she just doesn't really scale super well with like my idea of a baseline, which is like 3 pull weight, right?
Yeah.
So like if we're going for 3, then yeah, Skirk would be like probably 5th or something like that. Because like Mavuika is just Mavuika. She's just too good. And then Nefer gets both Lauma and Columbina, which are like unbelievable increases, like both of them. Like we're looking at like 50%, 40% increases.
Yeah, although
So like Nefer scales incredibly well with 3 pull weight because she gets her full premium team. And like Lauma and Columbina, like Columbina specifically with Lauma, I don't know why they made her. Well, I know why, but like the fact that they made her Lunar Bloom hit 5 times just to trigger 5 Pale Hymn stacks on Lauma is just so diabolical. She does so much damage. Like Columbina, I'm no doubt she'll be really good with what's her name, Zibai with
Baiju.
Flins. Not Baiju. Baiju will never be good.
Baiju.
Yeah. So it's just like I think Nefer is the biggest beneficiary of Columbina because of like this ludicrous, unreasonable synergy with Lauma.
Okay. I get the Nefer thing, but I think that both Flins and Zibai are just worse than Skirk still. Mainly,
we just don't know enough about Zibai. I feel like
that is fair. But
yeah, I don't even know how many times like the Lunar Crystallize actually takes.
It is like the gameplay footage that we got is basically like her loop seems to just be do 4 normal attacks, do 1 skill, and repeat that for 4 times. So it is very simple, and that makes her have like 8 or like 9 Luna hits total if you include the burst, but she bursts every other rotation, so yeah, but like also she has a decent portion of her damage coming from like Luna crystallize as a transformative reaction. Which in my opinion, by the way, is really like the Luna crystallize. Okay, we benched Durin as a topic. We're already talking about leaks, but Luna crystallize is such a well-designed like thing. Butterfer
I'm
said,
really happy.
yeah, you said that the fact that it's 3 construct doesn't really like it could have just been 1, but I still like I like the fact that like it's not just 1 and that it deals in an instance of damage every time you trigger a crystallize. Instead it's 3 and you have to collect 3 crystallize reactions to then get 3 hits. It just feels more like it makes it feel
really
different.
cool.
Makes it feel different from other transformers.
The one thing I will be trying 100% is a microwave.
Yeah, a certain Jeff apparently calked.
Okay, we're not. No.
Yeah.
I saw that. Like I
do not believe
it would be
that.
really funny. It would be really funny, but I don't know. That's a little bit too sus. Like, the Jeff numbers, I'm not that hot about. But anyway.
Yeah, he just makes up numbers, pretty much.
Yeah.
Havaach, do you want to add something?
I was gonna say, it definitely feels weird that we're building EM on Geo characters now.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It's still a nice switch.
I still have so much content on my map that I need to do. Maybe I should stream just me clearing stuff and like doing quests.
Yeah,
and
that
just
would
yap.
be fun, I think.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we need to address the elephant in the room, which is the main reason why I don't consider Zibai a top 3. that being Illuga. I think that he's very, very constellation reliant, and that if you want to strictly look at C0 performance, then you should not assume constellation or like a lot of constellation. Obviously you can assume C1 or C2, but like C4 till C6 like sounds in 75 pulls or 150 pulls is unlikely.
Yeah,
for sure.
So if
you need like you need like a C1 Zibai or C2 Zibai or something.
Yeah, exactly, and that means that you need to have your priorities regarding Columbina, since Columbina is an increase above Ino, but if you actually like invest into vertical, that might also be, since her vertical is like if you have Columbina, then her vertical is obviously not as good because Columbina is a sub DPS and like enables also she's just a sub DPS and makes it shared contribution. It makes the team have more shared contribution. So the carry constellation that only buff her own damage actually don't do as much. Like they are pretty big, but then although C1 is actually like a 13 or 12% increase, it's like the rest of C1 according to my sheets. I don't know. I haven't gotten another person to confirm that, but C2 seems to be quite big. Butterfer, do you know? Did you calc the C1?
For who? For Zibai? That's the biggest one, yeah. C2. I don't have I need to redo these proper numbers, but C2 I remember it being just like a lot of extra stuff. But 50% death.
C1, I mean, like C0 to C1, the increase. Do you have it?
I don't have it, but I know C1 is smaller than C2.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
And the increase from C0 to C6, according to Rolfigers, who also calced it, I will also put it in quotations because I also got a different result. but I also didn't switch some things around. Like if you don't have C2 Illuga, then you can't run SMS because you need off-field application for SMS to work. SMS is the supports, the not quite supports, so Serenade. And so C2 in itself is a bump. Although it's also complicated, but if you run Aino instead of Columbina, then Illuga is better on 2PCM anyway, and then Aino is the one running SMS, so C2 actually doesn't do much as a constellation. It just enables him to be a Luna sub DPS, like do a bit of crystallized damage, but I calced the way that Luna Crystallize works is like it has shared contributions. So the first is 100%, then the second one is 50%, and the third one is like
1/12.
Yeah, 1/12. I don't know what that. Anyway, so that means that Illuga actually doesn't gain that much, according to my calculations, which obviously like. I'm guessing is correct, that he will be the third trigger, not the second, like most trigger. I think it is dependent on the most stats that the character provides, and that should be Columbina or Aino, since they can build more stats. Where did I want to go initially? From that, C0 to C6, assuming you switch the sets, according to roll figures, is a 30% increase. And 30% is better than C1 or R1 combined. Like, not combined, but C1 or R1. And that speaks for itself. So do get it. It is not as big as like Frausan. Like Illuga is definitely playable. I would definitely recommend C1, but and C2 if you run her with Columbina, so you can put him on SMS. But otherwise it is very viable to use a low constellation Illuga. It's not like Zibai goes to shit. And it is nice that he is a 4-star, because unlike Nefer, if you don't have Lauma for your Nefer teams, then it is a huge drop, but you already get some good results. Like C0, I don't. Can you confirm this, Butterfer? I hope I'm not speaking out of my ass, but Nefer without Lauma should be worse than Zibai with C0, C1, C2, something like early constellation Illuga, right?
Yeah, of course. Yes, because Illuga fundamentally, him even at C0 does a lot of things.
Yeah, basically, yeah. From we can quickly go over the constellations. So C1 helps with energy recharge, like his energy issues. C2 makes him have like additional off-field hits. C3 is just a bump to his burst. Like his burst provides flat damage quills, like Lauma basically. Basically the same exact thing as Lauma. And also do note that Illuga isn't good for Geo characters. Like he is fine considering the alternatives, but his stacks are so low for Geo damage. Like they are pretty low.
He's basically made with Zibai in mind.
Yeah. The comparison from the Luna Geo hits versus normal Geo hits is, I think, almost 10 times the amount. I can check though.
I mean, it's a big difference.
But
he's definitely not a universal Chevreuse kind of character, right?
Yeah, for sure. And he doesn't really enable. Like, he doesn't even enable Luna Crystallize, which I think is a bit disappointing. I would have, unironically, like, they can just make him, like, to brood for some amount of shield. Would have been nice, like, that you can play now via Illuga. without needing to pull Columbina to get the lunar shield checks, because that would actually happen. But yeah, this kit is obviously very strong as it is. And yeah, C4 gives the on-field unit 200 flat defense, which is very useless for Navia, so yeah, note that as well. And C5 is skill level, so doesn't do anything. And then C6 is, I think, 10, 40 CV, so 40% CV, and 30 EM. Although I'm not quite sure because the wording, like sometimes it's like a passive is replaced or a passive is enhanced, and it is very, very confusing. Like the difference, because like it is such a vague wording thing. But it should just be 20, like 30 EM and 40 CV. So it is not the biggest deal ever, but like C4 is also nice in addition to C6. So it is really important to still have C6 for your for maximum performance and for her to compete with Skirk and Nefer. So, and obviously Mavrika, but like she doesn't go there. Like we can all still agree that Mavrika is the best DPS. We can put the pitchforks down.
I think so. Like Mavrika, I guess you could make the argument that people just don't want to do any sort of optimization for her. But if you do, like, yeah, Mavrika she just has too big of numbers.
Yeah. I think I also get it almost like half consistently now to do the melt combos. But yeah, it takes a lot of practice, but if you get it, then she's just the best DPS by far. And at least that is a positive, because it actually means that the best carry in the game, you have to do something to get that damage, and it's not like a Neuvillette situation where Neuvillette was the best DPS and all you had to do was press CA. Wow.
You know, the funny thing is, I think Neuvillette actually has more optimizations in his kit than people realize. Like you can,
that is
like
true.
The
That
cancels are pretty.
Yeah.
Like you can cancel the start of the charge attack. You can also cancel the end of the charge attack. But like you would soon notice that the people who, you know, even after Mavrika released, were saying Neuvillette is like, by far the best character in the game. They do not do these things.
Yeah.
I've seen people recently calling him a top 3 DPS. Like, what are we doing?
So like the people that actually play Neuvillette and do these cancels do not consider him a top 3 DPS, which is a very funny thing to say, but it's true.
Yeah. Also, the same. Oh, who joined?
What up?
Oh, Orpheus. Hello,
Hello.
Orpheus.
Sorry for the delay. How's it
don't
going?
Don't worry.
Hello,
We were
Vegeta.
just talking about Neuvillette cancels. So I wanted to say that regarding Neuvillette's perception, the same people claiming Neuvillette was a top tier like carry for a very long time were saying that Vape is bad. Like Vape Neuvillette in general is a bad team for Neuvillette. Like obviously it can, like regarding investment, like at some points you get more from like Farina Constellations and like the Jilonan Kazuha, or like Jilonan, what's it now? Inefa, yeah. But even back in the day, or like especially back in the day, Vape was very good for Neuvillette. Like Vape Neuvillette got insanely fast speedrun clear times. And like it's insane that the people claiming for him to be extremely top tier would deny the fact that Vape teams were good at some point and are still kind of good. Like if you don't have Farina. It was mainly.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think what I've been seeing, what I saw was kind of the opposite. Like people were like, Vape Neuvillette was very good for speedruns, but from what I got is People were bat-testing Neuvillette for being so brain-dead to play and have such good quality of life, right? Like,
Yes.
but at the same time, they used Vape as the example
Did they?
of like him doing good damage,
I
which
got,
like I don't know, it's a different experience. And then I think there's also like different types of Neuvillette glazers. I think early Neuvillette glazers were like a lot better. Like they were just like, yeah, he's like a very strong character. Like he's very, very quick setup, very strong AoE, just does a lot of damage. And then there's that.
And he was back
And
in
then
the day.
you have, and then yeah, like that's fine, perfectly reasonable, right? But then and then there's more and more like brain dead reasons to glaze him. It's like I hope everybody remembers the Neuvillette can solo kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then it eventually devolved into bro just needs 3 random characters to fulfill his passive, and then he just does enough DPS check to clear anything. And then this is after Mavika was released, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I
Definitely
That was
in
and then it's just like, wow, he has so much quality of life, and he does like enough damage to like solo carry so much things. It's like, which one is it? Bro does half Moika's damage. If you just want to argue pure quality of life, sure, but you're using damage as an argument.
yeah.
When like, you know, the comparison was Moika, like deadass when Moika just came out, like Neuvillette having enough DP like damage to like clear DPS checks with like suboptimal teams was a reason used on why he's so good, when like the comparison was Moika. That was probably close to the end of the Neuvillette Glazer epidemic, like
Yeah.
just
At
before
this point,
City came out.
Nefa's the DPS.
Like that was absolutely, it got worse as time went on.
Yeah,
Like like the remaining Neuvillette Glazers were so bad
Yeah.
at that point. But,
As time goes on, it does keep getting more and more delusional.
and then as soon as Stygian came out, everyone shut the fuck up. And I think
So,
we're like, oh wait a minute,
There are
wait a
still-
minute, you need to actually do damage now.
Yeah, there are still like some nerve glazes around, but I always think of that one Jello clip where he was like, "Oh, the thing that absorbs the element that dealt the most damage, it went into Electro when Neuvillette was like, it was Neuvillette Inefa." And that was such a funny clip.
Yeah.
Funny.
But
We do have a Neuvillette rerun coming up, which means a Neuvillette Abyss. The first half has a charge attack damage buff, but it's all single target.
yeah, where's the
Yep.
AoE king?
This is meant
You
to be
know, maybe-
Neuvillette's Abyss.
Yeah, wait, let me look at the abyss again. Oh, yeah, what does anyone know what Radiant Antelope does? Radiant Glacier Wolf. Oh, are they the same
What?
mechanics
Wait,
as the Are they the same mechanics as the like
Hera.
yeah. Or like the not Hera like herself, but the smaller versions.
Oh, the
Yes, I
smaller-
think so.
The smaller
Oh,
versions
okay,
do, I
okay,
think.
then it's
They have
doable.
similar.
Okay, we should get back to Hexenzirkel because Rolfiger's joined. That means we got another person to talk about Hexenzirkel teams with. So, Rolfiger,
I am here to. I just want to make a quick statement.
yeah.
I just want to make a quick. After playing C6 Razor myself, like Overload, like the only team he has, C6 Sino and C6 Razor are the same fucking character.
Oh,
They
no.
cleared up the same exact.
That is so
It's
sad.
funny.
Every episode, Sino looks worse.
It's okay. Just get C2 Shilinen, C2, or no, C1 Columbina, and then
If you pay it for me, I'm not paying for shit. I'm not spending on this dog shit game.
Ah,
Okay,
this is the
Jeff.
Jeff mindset.
I mean,
That's
like,
the only thing I agreed from him. Everything else,
You know, it's really funny. Like that. I don't know. Because, like, obviously it's your money. You do like what you want with it. There's no. If you feel strongly that you don't want to waste money on this video game, you definitely should not.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit funny when you know you still play it every day and whatnot. But
Yeah.
And keep in mind, like, the biggest whale out there was probably the person that went for like C87 Castoris just to get the artifact reroll thing that you get from C7 characters on HSR, and then like got the perfect substat Castoris. So that's the highest level. And
that's crazy. Also, I remember, you know, Tenha, the Korean guy.
Tenha,
I think so,
Yeah.
Yeah, this man, he pulled for C6 Diluc on the standard banner on release.
What?
Huh? Are you more likely to
Oh.
get it from the limited banner?
Yeah, bro is. I think he's pulling on standard for a C6 Diluc, and then I think it was Seka Poco. He was pulling for C6 Lisa on standard.
No, that's insane. Okay,
Yeah.
you know some casual, like some more casual people that spend actually to pull on the standard banner, but it was specifically like monetized, like it was a challenge. So at least they got something out of it. Okay, back to the Hexenzirkel. So other than Razor, did you play any other Hexenzirkel teams?
I think I played Venti on Thunder's account.
Oh.
And he's actually a pretty solid carry nowadays.
Nice.
I expected it to be like just meh. I expected it to be meh, but no, he actually did something. It was actually doing something, which is crazy.
I personally I think it's because my whale veins are starting to show, but I was a bit underwhelmed at first. I had to compare it to like other C0 characters on my account, but it was competitive. It wasn't like not the same level as Flynn's, but it was one of the better ones probably on my account. But I do think that Venti is really, really fun to play, especially if you have C2.
Yeah.
But people won't have C2 probably. But C2 is really fun, since he literally just nukes. And honestly, I love the fact that they are specifically giving characters front load with constellations. They did this. They actually did the same thing with Zibai. So her C1.
The C1 is like a free skill now. Yeah.
What?
The C1 like instantly refills her thing, so she can like cast her skill immediately.
Yeah, otherwise
Wow.
her damage would take a bit to come out, but you immediately get an enhanced hit like that has 200% lunar bonus. So it is really even though it looks kind of mid on sheets. What did you get roll figures for her C1?
I haven't even checked their cons. I was actually checking Ether with Columbina wheelchair.
Why is everyone checking the most cursed team? Like I saw someone check Arlecchino, Columbina before any Flynn's, Nefer, Zibai stuff. Like the actual important characters for Columbina. Everyone. Okay, not to judge. Do what you want. But I was a bit like it is a trend. It is a people desperately want to play Columbina outside of not cry teams. Regarding that, do we want to talk about that? Do we want to talk about like the wheelchairism of Columbina?
Yeah, I mean it definitely works. It works.
I don't think that is the problem. Like unironically, I don't see the difference between a Columbina Inefa team and a Mavrika Silali team. Like it is the same concept. You take a character that don't synergize with the on-fielder, and have them do most of the damage from off-field. In Mavrika's case, it would be the initial hit, which is technically on-field, but like you get the concept. She doesn't take field time to do her damage. And same as Inefa. So in my opinion, I see it very harshly, and I'm not going to change any of my rankings for Wanderer, Clarant, what else is there?
Like you... We shouldn't put wheelchairs like that, because if we do that, every single carry is at least A tier.
Exactly. I guess I used to be a bit less harsh on wheelchairs, but now I'm seeing Columbina Inefa stuff. I'm very strict. Also because Neuvillette. So there's no... I didn't see a calc yet, but Neuvillette, Columbina, Lauma Inefa is 100%, 130% going to be bat-chested. And like, wow, Neuvillette can compete. No, he can't.
No.
It's just a
I'm
fraud chest.
And like Loki, I'm 100% sure if you take off Lauma and put Sucrose, aka the broken character, and support for that core, the team is better. You get Shred for everyone, you get the Emba for Inef and Columbina, like you get everything good. Lauma is just giving you hyper bloom.
Actually, yeah, but Inefa might still like out-damage Neuvillette by a very high amount.
I mean, that's the point of the wheelchair.
Yeah. But that is true. At least Sucrose provides VV and VV. Is there anything else that she provides? No. But
Elemental Mastery team-wide.
Yeah, but not for Neuvillette. Neuvillette doesn't do damage in that team. Like, it is, Anyway, the thing is, also think about Columbina Neuvillette as like a absolute stupidity, because Neuvillette's only Hydro option, okay, there was technically Child, but Neuvillette's only Hydro option that actually is recommended, because she does so much for her teams. Otherwise, a second Hydro is just a downside for Neuvillette stacking, and works actively against him. The only exclusion would be Farina. Columbina does not count. Columbina is just there to buff your Inefa damage. Columbina does nothing for your Neuvillette damage. So
True.
Yeah, indeed.
Replace Neuvillette with Sucrose.
Yes, true. Actually, has anyone ever looked... I'm going to do it tomorrow, I think, if I have time. Has anyone looked into carry Columbina? Because it is...
Not yet.
It is... The thing is, I expect it to be very, very good, simply for one reason. Can you guess?
Lauma's buffs are fucking stupid.
Yeah, that is the reason. Since you can, like, even if you do more hits than 18 hits total, because you'd it's the same interaction as Nefer, but you can use up even more stacks on Columbina. So I expect it to be very strong. And you can build Lauma for that. Like, depending on what you, if you play Aino and you happen to have C6 Aino, I don't know, then you get a bit of buffing for Lauma's Holdy as well. So there might be like some interesting shifts in damage contribution as well. Which I really like. I really love the fact that Columbina shifts so many damage contribution, not just wheelchair, but like also makes Nefer into a 80 to 75% instead of a 90% damage contributor. If anyone gets what I'm saying.
Yes.
Are you saying that's good or bad?
That it is interesting. It is not necessarily. It is bad for vertical into Nefer. It is good for Lauma C2. It's just an interesting interaction. And also what it does, sometimes it can be better to stay with Aino. Like, I think at some point, like C1 R1 Nefer, I think I'm not sure yet. That take is still cooking up. Like also depending on Columbina and Nefa, we don't have it confirmed technically. The interaction does not work at the moment. We do all expect it to be changed.
Oh yeah, that shit. Oh god.
Also,
It would be absolutely depressing if you can't hold Eon Llama, because that changes so much.
Yeah, that is true. Also, regarding Aino, do expect people to like some people to have both Flints and Nefa, or like both Nefa and Zibai. So
Yeah,
she doesn't
it's gonna
like
be me.
Yeah, Aino is not going to be useless for that reason, since you would run Aino with that other character.
Yes.
So it is quite nice
true.
that Aino doesn't die next patch. She instead gets some relevancy in Columbina Hypercarry, I believe. I still need to check that. But yeah, she doesn't like completely die. Okay, I don't wanna I feel like I yap too much. Does anyone want to talk about the leagues themselves? Anything interesting to add, like regarding interactions?
Not really.
I just want to say Illuga's kit is, bro, he's so overloaded, Loki.
Yeah. It's like what we got in terms of overloaded kits from a 4-star perspective, like as a jump from recent 4-stars, like Chevy. Like Chevy was a huge jump up from like Charlotte or the other like Freminette. She was a huge jump, and the same with Illuga. Illuga is a huge jump from 4-star. I would even say that regarding buffing, like he should be the best 4-star, like the highest amount of buffing on a 4-star kit at C6, I think.
He is among the top ones.
Yeah, he is among the top ones for sure.
Yeah, I believe that.
And I like they gave him 4-5 particles on cast. Columbina can't have it.
yeah, it is pretty funny. His energy situation is less cooked than Columbina's is.
Yeah.
Which is
No,
another.
bro, that one is so fine in energy. He is drowning in energy. Something Columbina will never.
Yeah. That is also something regarding Columbina. I did say in some kind of channel that on Discord, I think, that what was it? Sacrificial Jades like was a really good option on Columbina, but because her energy requirements look so bad, I don't even think that unless you use her as a hyper carry that you want to run that weapon over Prototype Amber. And in general, her weapon options are Prototype Amber and her signature. Like it is hard to find something else. I guess TTGS.
Amber actually really, really good, which is nice. Got like an actual solid free weapon.
Yeah. Prototype Amber is really good.
Yeah.
And TTGS would only be important for Flint's teams.
Yeah.
I expected her to be a sword because I saw the craftable. Like, okay.
Yeah, same.
Cool.
I was being gaslit by everyone that was like, oh, it was so obvious that Columbina was a catalyst user. But no, a catalyst user. Everyone was saying, oh, she was always meant to be a catalyst user. But then we got the craftable that's basically like perfect as well. Like obviously it's the same weapon as Prototype Amber if it was a catalyst. But still, we all expected that to be Columbina's weapon. I'm not insane for thinking that, right? So
no. There's a reason to think that. There's that reason.
64% max HP in Ascendant Gleam, which obviously Columbina is basically always in Ascendant Gleam. So, and then 61.3% energy recharge. So, the same thing as like a bit more offensive than Prototype Amber without the healing. Which, okay, Prototype Amber also has healing. We should not forget that. that is very broken for a lot of people that struggle in Nefer teams or in
Like,
Zubai
yeah.
teams.
I mean, for me, just having like Pember is decent enough feeling for a character that dodges at least. So like I have no problem with
Yeah.
going just Nefer, Pember on what's her name on Columbina.
Yes.
Yeah. Also,
Speaking of I don't remember if I put it in chat already, but speaking of the Columbina leaks and whatnot, what do you think of Sucrose as a character?
best 4-star.
She's
Very
like,
good.
she's so fucking broken, bro. Holy.
I think Sucrose is unironically like arguably the best character in the game at this point.
What? Okay. I don't know about that.
Because hear me out, right? Hear me out. If you look at the actual best teams in the game, Mavuika, her best, like at least lower investment team is with Sucrose, because like Sucrose just does so much. She can hold TTDS instead of Citlali, so Citlali can run. I don't think I ever published anything about this, but basically Sucrose, she can use TDDS. So Citlali can run sacrificial fragments. So Mavuika at C0 gets like 24 more fighting spirit. On top of Sucrose being able to absorb cryo every other rotation, so you can do a 7 melt combo instead of a 4 melt combo. So Sucrose is just straight up, like at C2, Sucrose is just straight up better than C6 Yansan. I think C0 Sucrose is still better than C6 Yansan or Shilinen or like a second cryo character. So, like, she is just best in slot for lower investment Mavuika. She's best in slot for Mualani, obviously. You just play the Mona team. She's best in slot for Nefer now because Columbina wants buffs as well.
Yeah, team-wide.
So
buffs,
Sucrose is just straight up stronger than Mavuika. Like, straight up. Not Mavuika. She's straight up just better than Nahida as that slot straight up without accounting for being like one less cost or one less pull weight.
Yeah. And
she's obviously also best in slot with wins. So other than
sorry.
Yeah. You can swap off, her buff exists off field, so you can like swap cancel.
And it's not even that, it's the fact you don't have to deal with Nahida's field time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like Sucrose is straight up, she's best in slot in every top meta team, down to like Skirk.
Yeah, Skirk and Zubai. She's not in Zubai team.
Oh yeah, Skirk and Zibai. Like with the exception of those two, she's just best in slot for every
and
top meta team.
Veressa, do we still count Veressa as top team?
No.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
Veressa is below all of those.
Veressa, no!
Oh no.
Don't worry, I will make a wheelchair for her.
No, okay,
True.
Veressa does not need to be wheelchaired. I will not tolerate this slander.
I will wheelchair her just like I did with Setos and Sinner.
I think, yeah, at this point we should make we should also differentiate between the characters that's best damaging team does not have a wheelchair, like that being a good thing, because I feel like I think Loren's best team is also wheelchair, and Villet's best team is wheelchair, best shooting team. I think Arlecchino's isn't, according to...
No, Arlecchino's is just you stack C1 R1 on her,
Yeah.
and then just use a free Chevre's.
This remembers me of an HSR video made by Waveman about the wheelchair core in like HSR. Freebie and Hyacinth.
Is it Hyacinth Tribby?
Yeah, that was mad cope. Like it fell off in like 3 patches. Like
Yeah,
it was just because of
they
AoE
inflated
shit.
everything to shit.
Yeah, that too, but they also just returned to, like, everything was like 5 targets or something, and then they removed the AoE shit, and Hyacinth and Tribby's best strength was that they were so good in AoE. But it is still a pure fiction wheelchair technically.
Yeah, it's fine.
Um,
I mean, yeah, Columbina and Inefa, from what I've seen, Columbina's animations, she does have AoE on 3 hits that isn't Lunar Bloom. So with Inefa, you can actually have a wheelchair for all types of AoE, multi-wave,
yeah, true,
single
true.
target.
That is true.
AoE
I
doesn't
think
exist.
Columbina has good AoE on all of her damage, right?
Yeah, she should.
I am yet to see how her Lunar Bloom ticks, because I haven't seen it yet.
I have. It's the same size. Oh wait, Lunar Bloom ticks. I saw it once, and then I just hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I think I know her Lunar Crystallize has good AoE, and Lunar
Yeah.
Charge has good
Okay,
AoE.
but
It's the same
honestly,
AoE.
honestly, if it was big AoE, then it kind of wouldn't be balanced. I mean, it's 5 hits, and then like maybe to compensate for it being 5 hits, maybe it's
If I
single
think
target.
about it, 5 hits. So technically speaking, you could say that she has Clorinda's inner skill.
What is that? Okay, that is insane. That is insane, bad chest.
Oh.
Did you find it?
Let's see. Oh no. The Lunar Bloom hits are single target. It seems.
Yeah, okay. That
That's
that
what
literally
I'm
confirms my theory
saying.
just now. That's the way
Or,
they balance
I
it.
can't tell if it's single target or it's just small AoE, but it's not as big as
Okay.
Lunar Charge or Lunar Crystallize hits. It looks it's like 5 bullets. Oh, it looks so beautiful. What is this? It's
Can
it's
you
like
send it in the podcast group chat?
Does email have building?
Are
I
you
don't remember
gatekeeping?
What?
No, is
I don't remember
Butterfer going
what-
to gatekeep?
I can't send the whole files to. Actually, I might be able to. Let me see. Because
You do
I
so.
downloaded it off of somewhere. I just don't remember
Oh,
where I
okay.
downloaded it from.
It's not on Reddit, is it?
There's not. Definitely not.
And if it was a streamable link, it's probably nuked by now.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah. I have it downloaded. Here, I'll figure something out. I'll see if I can find it.
Oh, the trial team is Columbina, Inepa, Lauma, Sucrose for Columbina. they know about Sucrose.
Yeah, since we were talking about Hexenzirkel characters, I wanted to ask: did anyone play Klee?
Okay, I played her in the trial. Her animations feel good now. Like I had a lot of fun playing her, but I cannot confirm anything regarding her meta performance.
I see.
I think I have played it, and holy shit, her normal attacks are actually fine now. Like, since she doesn't have those weird ass delays on a normal 3, I believe that she had. You could actually like give her a shit ton of attacks, and she would like trigger the Hexenzirkel stuff, insta CIs, you know?
Yeah.
She will trigger that infinitely. Like max attacks, Glee is fun. Sadly, not optimal because you fuck 2 slots to put Mika Dahlia.
Oh no. I feel like that's with every single like attack speed fun case. Like it just fucks up the team
It's
too
bad.
much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the cheat
yeah.
sheet
This
one.
is why I have said multiple times, and I will say it again. I wish Dahlia was an actually good attack speed buffer.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing he has, so I expected more than 30%.
Yeah,
I just wish the attack speed cap wasn't so low.
honestly, he shouldn't have just buffed normal attack speed. Maybe he should have buffed like charge attack speed as well. That would have been funny too. Like basically like Wanderer C1. Because Wanderer C1 also buffs both CA and normal attack.
Charge attack speed from Avwika, oh my god.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
I was
would-
gonna say, be
okay,
careful what
that
you
would-
wish for.
That would fuck with reactions, but I guess like okay.
Yeah.
Do you think reactionless, Chevy-less teams would perform with Dahlia like at all if charge attack speed was a thing?
No, because Dahlia doesn't have buffs. Like he's just bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, like
like
if you had a decent amount of charge attack speed, and normal attack speed, both, and it's like he is actually a good unit. Like I don't think you would play him with
Oh.
Mavuika.
yeah, because I only mentioned attack speed because Klee with these changes actually does scale very well with attacks. There's just
Yeah,
no buffer.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I don't know, it's a little bit too abstract for my brain to
Oh,
comprehend.
okay. I get that.
Because I don't even know how Mavuika combos would interact with charge attack speed. Because, like, for a Skirk, like attack speed doesn't buff your dash, and then like the whole
That is
point of
true.
Mavuika combo is the dash
That is
cancel,
true.
right?
Yeah.
So like if it doesn't affect the dashes, and then it just makes your oh no, actually Mavuika, the dash animation is gone. So it is the charge attack speed does matter. I don't know. It's really hard to wrap my head around it because like there's things like dash cooldown that doesn't change even if you attack faster. Memes account for that. And then if it's just like, for example, you can do the combo 30% faster with like just period, then yeah, it would be good. You just get what 16, 17 charge attacks in her burst window. Yeah, that sounds pretty broken.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Because like right now you can get 13 with good gameplay. Well, 13 is pretty extreme. More like 12.
12? Yeah.
I mean, you can get 13. Like you can get 13. 14 is the extreme one. 13 is like with like I can do it.
What
but,
can you do
like,
with
it's pretty...
how is it called? I forgot, like the mechanical like mouse not like you don't use your hands, you use
Oh, the macro?
macro, yeah.
You can get 14.
14, okay.
Yeah. That's not really doable by hand though, I don't think.
Interesting. Wait, did anyone speedrun with macros yet?
Macro. I mean, it's everywhere on Billy.
Oh.
All the extreme runs. I think more and more people are starting to do it by hand because like people get used to it. But like when it first came out, it's all macros. Nobody could do it.
Yeah. I think using your hand is more fun anyway. That sounds
Yo.
fun. Yeah, you don't want the mechanic like the. Okay, I'm not elaborating. Anyway, so continuing, the Hexenzirkel. We haven't even gotten through every character that got buffed. So Mona, we already met. Okay, Durin Vape. I played Durin Vape. Kinkle and I had the same conclusion, like that it's kind of mid. Like I have a very high constellation. Like it is quite good, but it's also kind of like for what it is, I did expect more, and it is nowhere Arlecchino level. I can say that for sure. Durin is not a better pyro carry than Arlecchino. Arlecchino just has better numbers for that playstyle. I think it's also because Mona does no damage. Like I don't have C6, but I have C5, but I don't even think at C6 it would change much, since like, yeah, her CA does double damage. I just wish her stamina cost was reduced. Like that is like when I was playing her, I was like, oh yeah, I get a few CAs, but I want to do more CAs without losing my entire stamina bar.
Oh my god.
That is like it's like Hu Tao gameplay, but even more cringe. Like it's C0 Hu Tao gameplay. If you didn't know how to properly cancel or something, I don't know. That's what it feels like. I actually, yeah, I love Mona, but I don't really like her on field at all. And
DPS
then
Mona. Yeah, I agree with that. DPS Mona is. I mean, it's kind of funny if you have the numbers.
Yeah.
It's not.
I didn't play Durin on field. I will say that, but I don't think it's good either. since you trade all of Mona's, like the extra buffs you get from putting Mona on field with constellations. Obviously, if you remove the constellations, then it's just the vape buff. But also you need hydro application that is like enough for that, but you do get Bennett buff, so I don't know, I will test it still. But also who's this? Oh, Kinkle.
Is that boy?
Hi.
We just mentioned
Hello,
you.
Kinkle.
Oh, he's muted.
Oh.
Probably can talk.
Alright, there we go. I didn't realize I was muted. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Kinkle.
Kinkle,
I was like basically listening in. I wasn't gonna join because I'm like basically gonna go to sleep very soon. I'm very tired right now. But then you mentioned me and talking about on-field carry Durin, which is the first team I played because I was really hyped up for it, and I really didn't want to say it on stream because to my community I've been hyping up Durin like fucking crazy.
Oh no!
And then I go on there and I'm playing. And I'm like,
Oh no!
I didn't want to say it was shit, but then like after the next day, I'm like in the Discord, like, yeah, on-field Durin was felt like shit. On-field Durin just so bit of perspective. Both of my free-to-play account, my Caesar Kiyomiya, which is basically the same as the Caesar Arlecchino, that's how strong she is, roughly. A little bit stronger than Caesar Arlecchino. But my Caesar Arlecchino and Overload and my Caesar Kiyomiya and Overload kills both the first two enemies on 12-1 very quickly, and also can get the what's it called, Capybara down to about like 30% of his HP in one rotation. Durin on the field can't do either of those things.
Yeah.
On my main account with the C3 Farina. I don't know. I feel like maybe I was rotating wrong. I don't know. The team I played was Durin, Mona, Farina, and Bennett. I didn't use Key Farina because I needed Fab because Durin's energy needs are really shit. That was never talked about, but you can't run him low ER.
Yeah. What level is your skill?
It's 9. I can get the 10k out of
good.
Boss Material.
Yeah.
So I know the skill has the energy refund, so I made sure it was high.
Okay.
The burst is crowned, and then the skill is 9. I don't know. All-field Durin felt a bit better because I don't know, it felt better to have an on-field hydro player. If that's trying to do charge attacks with Durin, which fucks with your stamina.
Yeah.
It does not feel Arlecchino level. Huh?
Also, I feel like I feel so bad because did you level 9 your normal attack on Durin?
It's level 8, but I
level 8. Oh no! And then you realized this feels ass. That is so sad.
I don't know where the calcs came from, but like he's supposed to be way bigger, like stronger than Arlecchino. I'm like, he does not. He doesn't feel like he's there. I don't know.
The special interaction was supposed to be the fact that he like gets the vape buff, the 75% vape buff on his normal and charge attacks, but it's just not enough. The numbers are too low on his charge attack.
Yeah,
like it's 224% of his attack. That's not enough for that kind of play style. Maybe it would need to be like 300 or something.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother talking it. I never believed it. Just making up numbers. I was like, charge attack with dash cancels without a way of restoring stamina. Yeah, that's not gonna work. But
yeah, you run off stamina very, very quickly. I was gonna say off-field carry Durin felt better than on-field. The biggest issue, honestly, was fucking Mona's energy.
Oh no.
I don't know. I had a Fab Farina, and Mona was on TTDS to be fair, but she had 130 ER on double Hydro. I couldn't get a burst every rotation.
Wait, I didn't even think about TTDS on Mona. I just played like Oath on her.
My Oath 1 is not on level. I've been running Jan Yun on fucking.
Okay.
I should be running my Jan Yun on Oath 1 because I don't have Sig, but I never leveled it, and So I just use TTS. I feel like TTS is a given for Mona if you're gonna use her last in the rotation, which is what I did.
I feel like
I don't know. It's just her.
Yeah, I feel like you should have.
That was
like you can just put her on.
Sorry, you.
in that.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
yeah, that was what I. After the fact, I'm like, yeah, there's no TDDS is just either you're running like 270 ER Mona or TDS is not gonna work.
yeah,
So, but on a field felt you can on field Mona when you're doing off field carry during it, and it feels way better because you collect every particle, and now 230 ER is fine.
Yeah.
And then you can run Fav and you just get constant particles. So,
yeah, true.
it felt a lot better. Something that's surprised. Y'all don't talk about Albedo yet. Albedo surprised the fuck out of me when in Durin teams.
I don't have Albedo, and I know no one who has Albedo. So
he was doing fucking 80k
this whole time.
really,
His
wow.
Mythic rating for 80 fucking K. I legit was just like, I was like doing a Durin team, and I'm like, guys, we see Albedo, right? You see those Geo hits, right? The 80k. The fuck, I know it's a Durin team, but I don't know. Albedo really shocked me. I haven't tried like
I
basic
also
Albedo
played
teams yet.
Albedo on Windows account. God, he
yeah,
actually feels like an actual unit.
He's actually doing damage, which is nice. I haven't tried Melt Durin yet, which I plan to C2 LA, which I happen to have on both my free to play and main account, so that'll be fun to try. I feel like that's gonna be a bit better. Maybe double crow Durin teams are interesting. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Albedo.
Has anyone else tried Melt?
No.
Oh, okay.
Regarding Albedo, I think he just gets the biggest jump. Period. Like, obviously, Venti probably gets the biggest jump meta-wise because, like, he was unplayable and now he's. I guess Albedo is kind of the same as Venti. Like, do you think Venti or Albedo got the bigger jump regarding meta?
It was Razor personally.
Razor.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, Razor went from a unit that no one used. I was completely outside, not even just meta, but like casual uses. Like only hardcore people who liked Razor would use him. Otherwise, he was just never touched. Now he's an actually strong unit, or decently good unit. But I feel like 5-star wise, I feel like it's Albedo because an Venti being Animo and can use VV. There's niche cases where you can, if you have nothing else, you can use them. Like I used them with Ayaka for a very long time. It felt like shit, but I did use them there. Albedo was never like he was a character like you would never pull.
Yeah,
you would never pull him. The only time you would have Albedo is if you play the game early on. Like, but now he's actually pretty good. Or Ito, if you have Ito.
That was so old.
And then Churi. He's one of the only units in the game that got completely power crept in the sense that everything that he did, except for EM buff and whatever, got power crept by another character, which was Shuri, and then he reversed power crept Shuri. So
yeah, that's insane. Although the funny thing, I don't think Joe is going to be better than Albedo. Absolutely not. I don't think so. But at least Chiori just gets a free construct out of Luna Crystallized. That is like she's not good in Luna Crystallized teams, like far from it. But it's funny that like they realized, oh shit, we need some more Chiori interactions.
Yeah. I'm looking forward so much to the next faction buff because, like, with Venti Albedo, like, there's precedent of like turning an actual dog trash pile of a character to like a good usable character.
Yeah.
So basically everything, like, nothing is off the table now. Like, whatever character could instantly become good.
Yeah, and even 4 stars.
Give me my Eula buffs.
Yeah, 4 stars. Like, imagine a world where like.
Xinyan is top man.
Imagine Goro becomes an actual. I mean, I don't think it will happen, but imagine Goro becomes an actual good buffer or some shit. Or Xinyan is a great option too. Xinyan becoming like a 100k DPS, 4-star DPS. That's
that would be
a crazy thought.
Okay, Xinyan melts DPS out damaging Mavrika. True.
That would be ridiculous. That would be funny as fuck. Actually, imagine the outrage on Reddit or like Twitter with if like the calcs come out and Xinyan's actually like the second strongest DPS in the game or something. 130k, 150k. Dude, the outrage would be insane.
Chongyun power creeping Stark.
Chongyun getting a buff would actually be really cool if they lean into like his skill with
cooldown reduction.
Cooldown reduction, yeah. That'd be pretty interesting because I am,
Just
of
make
course,
him
banking
buff
on
up
Yoimiya
a bit.
getting a buff at some point, so that I can officially say that I did not waste 6 potential characters on a character with shit constellations on a free-to-play account.
Okay, I mean, I know this is heavy cope. This is insane cope since Lisa was like my OG main. But when we get Sumeru faction buffs, Lisa will be a fake Sumeru character, kind of like Razor doesn't have anything to do with Hexenzirkel. And Lisa will also like
This is
be like in
extreme
some
cope.
kind of Dendro Electro Quicken meta, and she will be the key
Amazing.
to all the teams, and she will be the master of Quicken. Okay. Why did you? Oh, this is some mad cope. But Jinyan and Jongyun being the best DPS is not cope. Wow, this is cope discrimination.
No, it's cope
Didn't say
because
anything.
she's a Mondstadt character. That's why it's cope.
No, but
But I mean, I
she
guess you could say
studied in
academia buff
Sumeru.
or whatever.
Yeah, she has
I guess
some
academia
connection.
buff.
Academia.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say this: like turning Zhongli into an actual good DPS is pretty low hanging fruit because he has such a established like normal attack chain. Like
True.
it just look, it has so much aura already. Like the
Yeah,
multi hit.
and he
Yeah.
even has HP. Like his normal attacks technically do damage based on his HP as well.
Yeah,
I think John
like
would be actually a pretty easy character to fix if you just make his scalings HP and then off the scalings. That'd be
yeah, just like
pretty interesting one to fix him.
They can
just
easily
make
do
him. I
that.
think they should make him into a main DPS. Or like
Geo
not pure
Infusion
main
Zhongli?
DPS. Like he will always be like a shielder and like the meatball guy, right? But
Yeah.
you could very very easily like when you hold E, when like after you hold E or something, is normal attacks get more range and geo infused or something, and then you just
Yeah.
like he just spear kick, boom, 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 and then like each hit
That would
is like
be so
100k.
fun.
And you
I
can
just
finally use a sig. Oh my god.
Yeah,
True,
and then you
true.
can, yeah, and then you
You have to
can,
make him attack scaling for that.
Yeah.
or you
guess,
can, you know what, you can just change the sig. How about that? Make it like an actual competent weapon.
Oh, and make
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll ever actually do that, but change a weapon. I mean, if they can change a character, they could change a weapon. That'd be interesting.
Also
Yes.
make-
I mean, there's no precedent for it, is there? But there's a lot of things that there isn't precedent for, but they do anyway. So
yeah,
we
I
have
feel
hope.
like they should make Zhongli, even though his base defense is actually fine. So what if they made Zhongli a defense scaler? Okay, that is a very hot take. But what pisses me off is Zhongli in Zibai teams. Like since he builds HP, like you either build for Luna, the Luna reaction bonus, or you build for shield. Like it feels ass. Yeah.
I was just gonna say something about the lunar reaction, but something that annoys me. I really wish it just picked one of the stats that whichever you have highest and went off of that. That way, if you want to use C2 Sit Lolly, for example, in Everteam like I do, then building a shit ton of EM on her would actually count towards the buff rather than it only being her attack.
Yeah,
I don't know
that-
what crowd character you would
Yeah.
use,
That
then it needs a
pissed me
scale
off.
attack. It's weird.
That like it kind of enforced a more boring way to see characters, since like Hydro characters aren't allowed to be attack scalers, and Dendro characters aren't allowed to be like I don't know, it was just a weird thing. Baiju is
Yeah.
an HP scaling character, but like you need EM for the Dendro thing. It was weird.
Racial profiling.
Yeah, basically.
Stat profiling.
That profile.
Profiling.
Okay, but
Your
regarding
well, you better be defense. You better be defense scaling.
you better be defense when I come home. But regarding the Archons and like getting buffed, I do think it's interesting observation that Mavrika, Columbina, and Venti, the recently both buffed and introduced Archons, or like Columbina, some weird goddess, whatever, Archon-like figure, they are all both supportive and carry. Now, obviously, Columbina is more supportive, Mavrika is more carry, Venti is more carry probably, but technically he can support.
Yes.
What if they do that for every single Archon character? And what if they make Furina C6 on C0? Okay, that's mad cope. But Zhongli.
That's way too much.
No, if they
Jesus.
make Zhongli,
Technically.
like if they make Zhongli into a DPS, they would probably also buff his resistance shred, and then he would still be a decent support, but also can be ran as a carry. And I feel like they should do that for every Archon.
Okay, technically, Raiden is kind of an on-fielder support something. I
but
don't know.
what I would change
He is.
about
He's not shittily.
yeah, true. What I would change about Ryan's kid, which I've already I made an entire episode, not an entire episode, but it wasn't an episode, which was the Raiden is both an off-field character as well as a carry. So you can either do that or do that, because we don't have, now we do in Fischl, an extra character in Fischl that is that does something in overload teams, since we were lucky that. But back then we didn't have that, and Raiden would have been the first like off-field character that does a lot of damage as well as support. But yeah, that would have been fun. I don't know. I like the idea of an off-field Raiden that skills, but then does a lot of off-field skill. Maybe even off-field skill burst damage, like off-field coordinated burst attacks, like Beidou, like a good version of Beidou.
Yeah, or how about this? You make Raiden and Beidou work together.
That's true, Raiden.
True.
Raiden, the sad thing. The rest in peace.
Rest in
Klee has infinite enemy stagger, by the
mean,
way. That is true. Klee,
they'd have
even
to-
though... Yeah?
I was gonna say they'd have to buff Beidou as well.
Yeah, true. She doesn't have the numbers anymore.
The only buff I ask is, they're never gonna make AoE a staple again, or like at least make a full half of AoE, or promote AoE heavily in Stygian. I don't think they're ever gonna do that. Well, the Stygian has a boss that has some AoE, which is the crab, summoning minis constantly. But like, make her ult in single target the entire fucking damage in a DOT.
That would be such a massive change. That would basically fix her, not her energy issues, but at least her damage.
Like a HSR bounce attack.
Yeah. Regarding
Indeed.
the chat just said Klee has infinite enemy stagger, by the way. That is true. I will say that helps with like interruption resistance, because Klee and Venti for some reason are very, very, both very squishy as well as very interruptible. But
Do you remember Lee against the Bishops in the day?
I
With her
did,
charge
I
attack?
did. That was so fun. Like she would stagger them every single charge attack. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, character kits back in the day were like literally just put all the bullshit. Let this character it's stagger, why not?
Yeah. Okay. To explain, like both Venti and Klee have no interruption resistance, but Venti is ranged, and Klee has the stagger thing, which doesn't work against bosses. But yeah. So technically, they are more defensive than a character like a Wanderer. I feel like Wanderer is the go-to when we talk about getting staggered and having no HP.
Yeah.
Hope they don't come
Really-
back.
really
They're not gonna go back to these type of kits. If
Yeah,
anything,
I'm praying.
be like, oh, random bullshit go kits. No, not doing that anymore. Instead, make the most niche, or not niche, per niche type of kits where they have like only one or two interactions at best.
Yeah.
It's
When
Genshin.
was the last time we got like a true random bullshit go character?
Dahlia.
Okay, Dahlia's just bad. That doesn't count. Like, we need a decent random bullshit go character.
Yeah.
Asuka? Wait.
Yoda's not. Yeah. Well, I mean, like she's not random bullshit. Like she her kit is simple. We need something more complex, I think. Yansan is random bullshit.
Mavuika.
Well, I'm
Africa?
so confused. How are these random bullshit? I don't understand.
I don't understand
Shasta.
either. I just went with it.
Malika has so much unintended stuff going on with her.
Oh, that's what you meant.
And
Technically,
then
I
it
mean,
ends up being really
Like
good and really
combos. God, imagine if Hoyo actually knew the combos we create with movie.
Loki, another character would face Mualani. Is so spaghetti coded on release.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of an unfair criticism. Like that was fixed in 5.1. Like she doesn't like unless you're like there's still two problems. Like when you're underneath something or like in a cave, her bullets don't hit. That's still a thing, but that doesn't exist in like actual combat. And then also when you're on the edge of the arena, the burst can miss, which like once every 100 runs you'll see that happening. But I don't really agree with like Mualani being janky. That's just it hasn't been a thing for a very long time.
Oh, and nowadays it's not even being clunky. She has like super stupid interactions that shouldn't exist. Like the fact she can double hit the crab
yeah, the
shield,
crab.
for example.
If
Oh, that's
they,
funny.
Not
If
just
they
that.
don't fix that in Stygian, then Mualani will be the best. For sure.
Yeah, because like I have seen what it does, and there's no like higher res mechanics, the version or the overload version. There's no extra res, so she will be able to do the same damage she could do in Abyss with the shield. It's in enough damage you can just do it without breaking the shield.
Yeah.
Like I have no doubt that the Stygian version of the crab will have like ridiculously high resistance. But that won't be a problem for whale runs. Like the fastest possible time against the crab will be Mualani. You just ignore everything, or ignore all mechanics. You just do a slap and then it hits twice and then just one shots the crab. That's what's gonna happen.
Basically, yeah.
And another funny interaction that one came with Stygian, so it's like more recent. The Scofier hold eating.
that is also a thing. Yes.
Yeah, that is
Like-
pretty funny.
And seems to not be fixed, which means that if you're like patient enough, or the enemy is a vegetable, you position her the mech correctly, can double hit eating.
Yes, you can. But
Double hitting, I think literally a second hit. If you can wipe everything, it's more quote unquote buffing than any support in the game.
Yeah, it's like true damage. Like from HS.
Which is like, yeah, you can say that. Like 100% true damage.
Yeah.
well, you do have to give up one support though, so it's not actually that much.
True. Yeah. Although the last
you do
certain
the-
Mualani teams never buffed, like, actually no. Now with Sucrose
Yeah.
Mona, there's like
Yeah,
Sucrose
nowadays
Mona
like
buff a lot.
Sucrose Mona is too good. Sucrose Mona.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay, I hope is there any like more character to to discuss? Did we get over every single Hexenzirkel character?
Did we talk about Fischl?
I say that. Did we talk about Fischl? I mean, she's just kind of the go-to overload now. I mean,
Yeah.
well,
She's just good. And she has the
Sure
Flint's
win.
team. The Flint's team as well. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She went from dog shit to usable.
Yeah, she
my thing is that like the teams that existed with Fischl were pretty much the same that they are now. Like y'all always say she's dog shit, but she was always in. If you're playing an on-field pyro, except for I guess Malika, but if you're playing an on-field pyro that needed an electro, you just use Fischl.
yeah,
you don't
but
use
that is
Aurora.
that is like the it's like the I don't know what there's probably a name for that effect, but you just played Fischl because there was no better option, and what she provided herself was very, very bad. Like just a bit of sub DPS and no buffing.
Now
That's
she has.
fair, no.
Now she buffs
Now she
us,
actually
might
buffs,
have like
yeah.
a full main stat, which is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Her teams didn't. Although Auroran was, I think, better in Flynn's teams. Now Fischl is better.
Yeah.
Beforehand, I think
Mm.
Auron was better, right? He just did
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, he's very sad. Yeah, Auron is better, yeah.
I think he just did more damage or something.
Yeah.
The thing is that like, and every time I played on anyone's account that did have that, well, I didn't have enough and had the, I didn't have I played. I always went with what's it called? Because of survivability issues, I always just went with Cookie Shinobu, which felt like shit because she does nothing. But there's no other healer option. I mean, there's Yehoda now, but we didn't have Yehoda then.
Oh, speaking of Yehoda, who wants to tackle her? There's not much to say.
Oh yeah, they all didn't even talk about it.
No one will have C6 Jehoda, so she's not worth a discussion.
I have C4
C4
after pulling C1 Durin and C0 Venti. I have C4. So that's after losing 50-50 on Venti banner. I was not very lucky on my Yehoda pulls.
I will apologize to chat for spreading misinformation, because in the tier list ranking, I think I put her too high. I didn't know how long her field time was. Her field time is really, really long. It's like Yaimiko, but even worse. But yeah, she's not like, she has her place and she does do things, but she's like a Lanyan character basically. Although I do think Lanyan is better than her, but she has.
Lanyan isn't like that bad.
I don't know. Like, Jehoda's healing is actually good, and Lanyan's shielding is actually good. Like, that is how I would, like, both her sustains with Amp and VV. Technically they are comparable. Like, it's just that Jehoda doesn't really, like, has very strict teams.
And the only thing Jehoda could have for herself, this dogshit piss low unit, could have is the C-crit buff to not cry characters. And now we look at 3. We have 2, 3. Soon we will have 4 if we count Columbina in. Let's see in how many she can actually fit and not feel like a dogshit version of another. For Flint teams, what do you want to replace? Cruise? Okay, have fun with that. Fun with 3 more seconds on your setup, or literally no gain in buff. For Never, literally the same thing. Worse, because it's gonna be even harder for you to get the infusion because of Dendra's application. So you will have to like extend your rotation for maybe an extra 1 or 2 seconds because of that. And then we have Zibai, which her entire kit, her support, literally says, "Yo, give me Geo or Hydro to get myself more buff." For Illuga, buff more. So you can't even fit Jehoda there. The way the Thunder Crystallized reaction works is location. And Jehoda can Hydro there. She won't really do much compared to, like, I don't know, a Zhongli, for example. What she needs is a shield, and those teams can't afford it. And then for Columbina, what are you replacing as well? Sucrose? Yeah, it's the same fucking story again. So yeah, she's basically worthless.
Regarding Sucrose, though, we should make the difference that Sucrose is very, very important for Flynn's because of TTDS. I would say, like, that is a pretty big, although yeah, Columbina does also have TTDS, so like it's not like
It's not even that. Field time difference. One has 4 seconds, the other has 1.
Okay,
1.
Yeah, that is.
It's true. A 3-second difference. Barely any better buffing than at all.
I don't know. I think maybe you can cook some kind of Columbina Jahoda team, but yeah, there's also the problem that she's a not cry buffer, but her teams usually end up being like 4 not cry, so you don't even
Yeah.
get the Luna buff.
Yeah, you want to lose that shit. One of the biggest downsides is not even the fill time. The fill time is the biggest. But another one is the fact that she's a not cry character. Like that is her biggest downside, funnily enough.
That's not even like that. That is true. Wait, how does EM scale with the buff again? Let me see. Yeah.
It's like 100 EM giving like 2.25%, if I recall.
Okay,
Let me check. Okay,
if she
so
was
it's
not
two-
yeah.
Wait. Yeah. So 2.25% for every 100 elemental mastery. So let's say Sucrose
Yeah.
has, I don't know, 1,000 EM. That's what, 22?
That's reasonable.
22.5% increase. Wait, that's not.
And
I thought it was more than that.
It's
I guess
okay.
she will have more than 1,000 EM in not cry teams because SMS and a lot of EM buffs everywhere.
yeah, and I'm sure flat buffs will count to that, so SMS will be counted.
Yes. Yeah, I mean Sucrose is so broken. I still.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think maybe best character in the game is pushing it because, at the end of the day, you need.
We found the reason to use Jahoda. You can't have a second
What's the
Sucrose. Maybe you use her instead. I don't know. Like at C6. Like at C0,
I mean,
she might still
like-
be worse than other options.
It's only if you have like multiple non-cry teams to use.
Yeah,
So, I
then
mean,
that
like,
is
'cause
going
it's
to
not like she-
happen. That is going to happen. That's why I'm talking about like Aino not being shit after Columbina's release, because I do expect people to have like both Flynn's and like, or like both Nefer and Zibai, or both Flynn's and Nefer or something like that. Like some people, not the majority, but like Havaach
I mean,
here
from what I know, a lot of people have been.
Havaach here has every single Natlan DPS. I just want to mention that. So there are people that are going to have every not cry DPS. And
I do
miss
want to
out
say
on
I've
the
seen most people, like, a lot of accounts I've looked at. Usually, like a lot of them will have a Nefa, and then that's usually it. Some will have just a Nefer with no Loma, because it just seems like no one pulled for fucking Loma, which sucks because a lot of people pull for
What?
Nefer.
I feel like it's the opposite.
I don't know. Like,
I feel like
the accounts I reviewed, I've reviewed a lot of accounts, and a lot of people just. Like, I asked, like, "Oh, do you have Loma for your Never?" I was like, "No, I don't." I'm like, "Oh,
do we
well,
have
shit.
do we have an ownership
maybe this is-
graph? Like now I'm interested.
Maybe.
Does anyone
Yeah,
have
there is no like accurate ownership stat.
Yeah.
I feel like because like
Yeah.
if you go on YS Helper, it is so fun.
Yeah, it is.
There's no real way to tell, but I do feel like in general, people pulled for very scattered things. Like someone may have like one or two non-crack characters, but those two may not be DPSs. Right? I haven't hardly met anyone who has both Flynn's and Nefer. Usually it's one or the other, and most would probably just pull for Columbina, and that's it. For their Flynn's or Nefer team. I don't see them pulling Zabai's unless they're a whale or at least a dolphin, which most people aren't. So
yeah.
I don't
Lauma
know.
was the most used character in 6.1 Abyss. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's the crap.
One of the worst kills in the game.
Yeah, I feel like it's the thing about it is it's a shield that's bad mainly because we just don't have that many good or that many Dendro characters. I feel I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not hard to deal with. Like I've from some of the clears I've done, I've gotten through it. I hate having to do multiple teams. It's something I had to do, but I just use Kale Xingqiu and it's pretty fine.
I feel like if
as long as they have like a Constellation or on Kale, they can get through the shield pretty easily with Kale's ring.
oh yeah, that makes
so I don't
sense.
know.
I feel like the main reason would just be like limited Dendro 5 stars are like Baiju, for example. So
Yeah.
that might
Yeah.
be one of the reasons why. Like if limited 5-star Dendros like Baiju exist, then it's cooked
The
for
main
Dendro.
issue is that the only two good ones are just Nahida and Loma, and Loma's
Yeah.
recent. A
Yeah.
lot of people do happen to have Nahida, but then the people who just never went into Dendro are just like,
We actually only
like the.
Huh? What?
I was gonna say like the only reason why I even pulled Loma on my free to play account is because I realized I was gonna be screwed against that boss guy had no Dendros built, and I was like, fuck. I have to pull
Oh
Loma.
no. I just realized the only limited 5-star Dendros we have are Nefer, Lauma, Kinnick, Emily, Baiju, Alhaitham, and Nahida. That is 7. Is
Yeah,
that
there were many
it?
Dendros.
Wait, how is that the? Wait, no, actually no.
I think
We also
wasn't
have
Kanichi
7
the only
Electro.
Dendro we got? Wasn't Kanichi? Wait, there's only 7 limited Electros.
Apparently, there's Raiden, Miko, Sino, Chlorant. Oh no, I can't count. It's 8. No, it's 7. Kitching is fake. Why is Kitching always here? It's home DG cat, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
The Kitching shit. Aijo.
We need a 4-star spread DPS. No. What we need is a Chevro's Allware nowadays. Illuga level buffing for that type of archetype.
True,
We don't need
do.
more care. We need the fucking buffer.
True, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like the fact. Yeah, like Kinkle probably has a lot of experience with this because he goes on so many people's accounts, but like people just
Invest
they
randomly.
don't they just don't really know how to pull, do they?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
Oh
they
my
for
god, that
sure
is something
don't.
I talk about so much. Yes. When
Yeah.
I like to make comparisons between like not weaker, but people who have less how do you say budget to pull, like they're more free to play or at least welcome to my own free to play account. My free to play accounts never, since I got to about AR 51 or 2, I can't remember which one it was, but pretty early on, and I was still only mainly just Ayaka and Yomi at the time, very bare bones teams. I was going Abyss all the way through, never really struggled with content until Imagine Theater came out, where I didn't have a whole lot of units. But then I look at some people who have like more recent 5-stars, but then they struggle because their investment and their where they pull at is just all over the place because no one plans their pulls properly or plans their building properly, and so they just end up with accounts that are very scattered and not very well focused.
They spread themselves too thin, or spread it too thin.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people think you can't pull for characters you really enjoy while still being able to clear content. When you can, you just have to pull pretty smartly in order to do that, which people don't do, which is unfortunate.
And
a lot of people waste their pulls on just pulling randomly on banners, getting characters they never really wanted, but they just can't resist the urge to pull.
Yeah, that is also true. And I will also...
I think I was gonna say, because Imaginarium Theater exists, like newer accounts, like it's reasonable to if you want to prioritize new characters over getting cons or weapons and whatnot. It's reasonable, but I think you need to keep in mind, have a rough idea of exactly what each new character is doing for you, and then as soon as you can start Imaginarium Theater consistently, and I'm just talking about starting, because as soon as you can start it, you can beat it, right? Because that's just the way Imaginarium Theater is balanced. As soon as you can start theater, you need to be looking at every new character you pull better be a character you just care about. There is you should not be scraping the bottom of the barrel for a 2% upgraded fuck ass wheelchair support for your team. As soon as you're looking at weapons, 4-star constellations, or new characters specifically for the purpose of buffing an existing team on your account, you need to be looking at everything under the same weight. like, is the C1 significantly better than the R1 or like a new support? If that's the case, you just get that C1.
Yeah.
There should not be like this random line drawn in the sand about what you can and can't get, because like, if you can start Imaginarium Theater anyways, or like you're on track to being able to do that, there is zero reason to like prioritize like a new support than like a con on a character you just play all the time.
Yeah.
Like Nivulet is
Yeah.
just the worst example of this, but like I keep coming back to him. But like imagine if someone you've been playing for like 3 years and you can start Imaginarium Theater no problem. You still have a C0R0 Nivulet. You have Farina, let's say. And then Escoffier comes out. You have no plans of getting Skirk. You just get Escoffier for Nivulet. And then, oh wait, Nefa also came out. I have no plans of getting Flins or anything. I'm just getting Nefa for Nivulet. And then Lava came out. I have no intention of getting Nefer. I'm just gonna get Lava for Nivulet.
And
So
then
now you have a
Durin.
bench. Now you just have a benched Escoffier that you're only gonna bust out every like 3 months for Imaginarium Theater. That's it. Or like once every 2 years when the Skirk boss comes back. Which, by the way, you don't need. You can just use Charlotte, and if you have C1 instead on Nivulet, you would just have the damage. But yeah, it's just like this is what I mean about like if you claim to care about like meta or optimization, like what is your goal? At the end of the day, it's about like clearing content, right? Preferably clearing content consistently over time. Like, yeah, we're back to the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, know what you want, and then as soon as like your first, like the fact that Imaginarium Theater exists, like to me at least, is the only reason why you'd go for like a new character that like you don't particularly just like. Obviously, if you just like a character for that character, that should kind of trump everything else. You just like, this is a character you just are kind of passionate about. That is the number one thing of games like this, because that's like ultimately what matters. You're trying to have fun in the game. But beyond that, Imaginarium Theater existing and you being a relatively newer player that can't start it consistently is the only reason to me why you'd put getting a new character on a pedestal over getting like anything else.
Yeah, that is true for sure.
Yeah, and then, but people they think, even though they're going after like these fuck-ass 1% upgrades that they're not going to use anywhere else, and like, you know, these 4-star constellations, and then sometimes even fucking 5-star signatures, but like the 5-star cons are just always taboo. They think they're being more like free-to-play friendly or whatever. I don't know, man. It's just it's another thing, because like content creators, they pull they're not free to play, they pull every single character, and then because they pull on every single banner ever, like 4-stars do naturally get constellations because you're pulling on every banner, which people shouldn't do, and like they're not gonna ever do. So it looks like perhaps like, you know, to someone like a little bit more casual that, you know, does a lot of this stuff, like say Havaach, for example. Like Havaach probably has a lot of C6 4-stars. He's no cons. But like to him, or like to people watching him, they see, oh, C6 4-stars is like the norm, like a free-to-play, friendly, accessible norm, when that really just isn't the case.
Yeah, that is very true. Also with signatures, like people really like, there's this one guy on Discord, I think Rolfigers also, like we shared some of the screenshots here, and he basically, if the weapon is 30% increase over C0, then it's fine, but if the weapon is like a 10% increase and the C1, like for Hu Tao, I think, like he said Hu Tao C1 does nothing, just for the agenda. Just for the agenda of like saying that signatures do like get signatures instead of C1s. That was such an insane thing to say. Like people defend signatures like it's like their life depends on it, even though some signatures are mid. Like it is the truth. And not like Homer is obviously very good, but like if it wasn't, then that would be Like, it's still saying C1 is not an increase, it's just quality of life is an insane thing to say.
Farina signature.
Oh, God.
How? Oh, yeah, no, Farina's fine.
I generally hate how many Frinas I see at C0 with their sig. It really annoys me.
Speaking
It's far
of
too many.
Homa actually got buffed recently, indirectly. Because if you think about it, like back in, I think 4.2 onwards, you're just playing Hutao with Farina and a healer. So, like, Homa only gets half its passive. And also, yeah. And then, recently, with the Ascendant and Gleam stuff, like, Hutao got a lot better. Like, the the non-Farina teams got a lot better. So, Homa, like, gets its full passive again.
Yeah, true. It did get a buff with that. To the Prince Manic, yeah, just wait. The thing is, if Durin is very important for Vaka, then they will probably run together, or like some kind of other, like, it's going to be marketed, so you will probably get Durin anyway later on. But first pull, if you really want Durin, he's going to have good vertical because there's a modern limited 5-star.
Yeah.
Just wait and see.
God, Durin, I had people dooming his constellations to shit, and I'm like, bro, his cons are good, shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, his cons are
If we want to see two are good.
His cons are really nice.
Oh, and I think Saga said this last time, but don't fall for temporary solutions.
Yeah, I did say
have,
that.
Have an idea beforehand of like exactly what you want to play, and then obviously banners, they run at like whatever they run. They don't run like, you don't have everything available at once, and then you don't have to just wait for the mathematical next best upgrade all the time, because that could just take forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, have an idea. For example, let's say I want to spend so much into this team, and then you can just kind of see like the priority, like the different priorities of different potential upgrades you can get for that particular thing. Like, for example, if you want to play, let's just say you want to play Nefer, like you have, like, so what's the ranking? The number one most important thing is Lauma, and then Columbina. And then probably, actually, I don't even know. Columbina does a lot of damage. I wonder if that makes Lauma C2 better than Nefer C1 R1, because those two are the same cost, right? C1 R1.
Yeah,
and,
I can see it. I can see it.
It would be very, very funny if Lauma C2 is just straight up better than Nefer C1 R1. It's a little bit sad, but
I think it can be,
actually no, it's
because
not
like
Before with some other characters, don't be surprised.
for Columbina's damage, for example, Lauma's quills literally doubles her lunar bloom damage.
Yeah.
With
I mean,
C2,
like Rolfiga
it's
said,
technically triple.
yeah,
You
like
also
the
get
way,
40% lunar to both Nefer and her.
yeah, like the way Lauma and Columbina interact, as Rolfiga said, is just Turbo Hitler broken.
What?
Just so
Pause. What? Oh, also, C2 Columbina does also increase her hits from 15 to 20 from off field, meaning you can use 3 more Lauma stacks, because the maximum amount of Lauma stacks you can get is 36. The first 18 are used by Nefer, and the last 18 should be used by... so you technically get a few more stacks, so there is also some synergy there.
True.
I didn't want to stop the conversation. Lauma is Giga Turbo broken with Columbina.
I kind of regret the fact. I kind of regret the fact that they go for Lauma C2.
Because like,
But
I'm looking
the
at
more I hear y'all
talking
talking about it, it makes me regret the fact that I didn't whale for C2 and I just kept the C0.
Oh no. Yeah, but who could have guessed that these broken
I ended
interactions
up getting
would
her
happen?
R1 pretty early on, so I just
Oh,
was like,
no.
R1's probably
Okay, but
I didn't
R1
mean to get it, but it's an upgrade. It's fine. I'll
R1
just stick
did
with that and
get
just
a-
save for the next.
R1 did get a buff with Columbina.
I mean,
It is.
I did try for C1 because healing the fact that she healed was pretty enticing, but then I'm losing 50-50. I'm like, yeah, I'll just keep the guarantee. I'll guarantee Flynn's.
Actually, Lauma R1 got like a pretty decent buff because both the additionally M from her quills does matter, as well as the 40% Lunar Bloom damage. Like that should be really, like it should make it so that it is, like it was 10%
Yeah.
before, it might be 15% or something, or 14%.
And I actually wanna call Columbina as a carry with Lama, and I just wanna see the difference between having Lama's quills and not. I just wanna see how much of a jump it's gonna
That should
be.
be a huge difference. Also because
Because
like
Columbina has so many multi-hits with low scaling, technically low scaling, and Lama's buff is probably gonna be at least 60% over damage.
Yeah. Although
Yeah.
I'm surprised that her charge attack actually isn't a multi-hit. It isn't, right? The special charge attack.
It is.
It is?
I think it's multi-hit. Free.
Oh no, yeah, okay, my bad. I forgot. Yeah, no, that's turbo broken. That is insane.
Triple hit.
We-
There's a lot more characters. What were they thinking? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it is so
Almost.
obvious that Columbina and Lauma were like meant to be have like a stronger
And
synergy than.
I have a screenshot that proves this.
Oh yeah, I can put it
I
on
will
screen.
spoil it because it's like story, I think.
I
I'll
think
send it. I'll send it in the group. This proves it.
yeah. Aw, this is so cute. And then Columbina says she can't breathe because reasons.
I can't breathe. My DPS got increased by 1.6 times because of your ult.
true.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to. Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah, and then there's Varka in the chair, and he's like, "Damn, I wish I had Loma's Q for me."
Yeah,
True.
I wish I also did small hits or small but the numerous hits of lunar bloom damage.
So you can be
So I
run with
can-
Lauma.
Exactly.
That
Yeah,
we
but-
all want to be ran with Lauma.
True.
Okay. Well, is there, like, we talked about every single Hexenzirkel character. I'm a tiny bit tired, so I hope you all don't mind if we, like, it's already 2 hours, so I hope you don't mind if we end it here. Does anyone have anything more to say?
Mm,
No, not really.
I think I wanted to.
There's
Oh,
not much
Kinkle,
to
Kinkle,
follow
I
on,
have
but-
one more thing. Kinkle, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
easier.
Regarding Flynn's, I just got better results with Fischl, Sucrose, Aino compared to Fischl, Durin, Aino.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Durin Flint.
It
I
doesn't
feel
even
like-
surprise me.
I feel
Okay,
like EM performance isn't as nearly as worth as attack, but that is interesting.
I
Just
think
the overall amount of buff that Sucrose gives would make sense. The reason why that's the case.
I
so.
think I know another reason. My Durin isn't level 90, and like you do get overload damage in that team, so I should probably increase this. But he doesn't build a lot of EM, so like he barely builds EM. It's so interesting, like regarding Durin. I think a lot of people will get this wrong, but EM Sans on Durin in Vaped or Melt teams is actually not optimal. It's always attack Sans. Both because
Yeah,
of
you
It's
his...
because of his passive that gives him extra damage based off attack, right?
That
Rapture-
and the
Oh.
Vaporize. It is the Vaporize and Melt bonus works against EM. It's
Oh,
like having
yeah,
having
it's
200
basically
EM
like-
base.
I think Zajev explained it as having like an extra 500 EM or something like that.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
was-
basically, yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically just having a shit ton of EM already. So extra EM doesn't help as much.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think many people are building. I mean, I haven't seen many people build Durin yet, but I haven't done any review streams since Durin came out. But I don't think most people are gonna be building EM. I think most people are gonna be building attack. The main thing you'll probably see is people using or power goblet over attack, which I've seen that attack can be better. So
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I always run a Pyro Goblet.
it mainly depends if you just don't have enough attack subs in your build. Or
Yeah,
not,
I have, like-
because that passive attack
I
matters.
think I have 8 attack substats, so like 40% attack from substats.
Yeah, my free to play account Durin build has 10 attack subs, so
What? Wow,
I run
okay.
Pyro Goblet
That's
at
insane.
50%. I have a attack sand or attack main stat in subs on
That
that
is
build.
insane, yeah.
So I just run Pyro Goblet. Mostly because I only have a Pyro Goblet. I'm forced to run Emblem because I have nothing else better. My Emblem has ridiculous stats. I spent like 2 years in Emblem domain. But
yeah, same. Although, like, the new set seems to be an upgrade for Durin, right?
oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
It's a bit
Oh,
unfortunate
the
that,
record said.
like, I really hope that they make both of the thing with the Natlan set and Skirk sets, where first of all the Skirk set was like way later on, and Skirk and Marika were like two completely different archetypes, so it was fine to switch to like Skirk set, although it was still a bit harsh. But like regarding the off-field set, you only want to play the off-field, the Lunar off-field damage set on Inefa or Columbina, which really wants Serenade and Night of the Skies Unveiling in their teams. So it is very awkward, in my opinion, to switch the sets, because a lot of us don't have, especially for Zibai, they don't have defense sets on Night of the Skies Unveiling. Can anyone follow me?
Yeah.
So
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
switching sets is going to be detrimental. So my big quality of life I'm not asking, I'm begging to put the strong box for the last set or even the current set. Like every single set, put them in the strong box, please. I don't know why we have to wait so long for, like, they change it to like I think Skirk set is already in strong box, but like just put every single set in the strong box.
Skirk set is
True.
not. I think it's up to
Oh.
Codex. And,
Okay. Yeah, but please, can't they just do it? Like HSR does it too. Why can't Genshin have it?
I mean, it's already
Yeah.
like better now. It used to be 2 years behind us,
Oh no.
but yeah, it could be better.
Now we're like 1 year, basically.
Now we're
Although
just 1 year
Elixir,
behind.
Elixir and substat mechanics are 10 times better in Genshin than in HSR. In HSR, it's like basically you get like one reroll thing every light year. Light year is another metric. What's like every century basically. And yeah, it is very cringe. And also you need 10 artifacts instead of 3. To craft another like in the strong box. So I do think that is better in Genshin. Also the 2 guaranteed substat thing, also note that as well. I think guaranteeing substats in HSR is possible, but it goes like from 1 to 4 to like 8 or something, or like 1 to 2 to 8. I forgot it what it was, but it is very expensive to guarantee substats.
It's not worth it. Sometimes.
Yeah, that as well. Like, just get lucky instead of using wasting your materials, basically. But yeah, I think the biggest argument for everything being in the strongbox would be Elixir, because you can already craft every single set. So why
Yeah,
not?
no, I think that's something that should be a thing.
Yeah, why not just
Be very
put
nice.
every single set in the strongbox?
First thing I'm gonna do on like the Columbina patch is craft an electro goblet for Razor.
Based. Did you already use them up?
No.
Why
Because
are
the new
you
set,
waiting?
it's not out yet. You can't
Oh,
craft it yet.
I forgot.
The Hexenzirkel.
Getting a new set.
I completely forgot.
Yeah.
You like
I
races?
thought
feel
leaks
like-
were already out.
I feel like goblets are low-key not worth, because it's 4 elixirs. Might as well craft the sands instead, and use an offset goblet.
Okay, that is true. I do craft more sands
Mostly.
than goblets.
Because like sands is like that's also difficult to get. It's not as difficult as a goblet, but like the 4 elixirs is just ridiculous.
Yeah, elemental, like
I
it is
would
also
say.
different if it's elemental or attack. Like if it's an attack goblet, then always do sands first and then goblet.
Oh yeah. EM goblets.
Yeah, goblet. Those who know.
Goblet's kind of crazy.
I feel like Nefer. I've seen so many good Nefer builds. I'm sitting while my Nefer builds of after a whole month of farming that main. The only way I actually got a set for Nefer is crafting both the sands and then
Same.
or crafting the sands. I had to craft a goblet. I had to craft my entire set.
Yeah, same basically. And my circlet, I
Yeah.
have two crafted circlets and both went mid. Although I have a 40 CV goblet, like both the circlets went really bad. It was so sad.
I managed to go from my free play account never being on 2-piece to having both the EM and EM sands and goblet with 40 CV. I went from top 50% on Akasha to top 5%, which is
What?
fucking crazy.
Okay,
In the span of the second the patch went live, that was crazy.
the Akasha inflation is so real. Like 5% used to be 1%. Like everything got so much more competitive.
It's because just like the if you put a build in there the moment it goes live, there'll be like 3,000 builds, and then like 3 days later there'll be like 50,000 builds, and
Yeah,
so
that
you're
is
gonna
true.
go from being like top 1% to the much higher because people with easily better
That
builds
is
will go
true.
in there.
But like
I remember when I was gonna say I put my Zinc Cho when Akasha was first made. I put my Zinc Cho in there. I was number 2 in the world, number 2 Zinc Cho in the world.
what?
And then I think a month later, I went down to I'm still top 1%, but it's like top 0.8 or something like that. Like I went way down. But
Actually,
I was like within the first 1,000 Zing Chos on the site. That was number 2. I
When
have a
was
screenshot somewhere
this-
still.
when was Akasha created?
It was like 2 years ago, I think, right? I don't
Probably
more
remember.
than
I
that.
think it was like 2023.
Interesting.
It was
23 or late 22.
yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh wow, and Nefer has like one of the least. Like Nefer's literally at the bottom with only 13. No, wait, 136. Wait, what is this? What is this inflation? It used to be so much less, right?
It's because people once the new character comes in, people start putting their builds and it's gonna go up pretty quickly. and
But
then
like
it'll slow down.
Nefer is at the bottom. Like she's there with Diona, Emily, Lisa, and Beto.
Dude,
I have
Diana
a
is such an easy leaderboard to
0.1%.
achieve.
I have a 0.1% meatball Zhongli from 3
What?
years ago.
Why does that Akasha leaderboard still exist?
That's so
Some
funny.
Akashas
Oh,
are so. I hate the fact some Akashas are so outdated. Like Noelle, for some reason, still doesn't have a Farina team. It's very stupid. So anyone who wants their like, let's say I can check my Noelle and Akasha, I'm like, yeah, you have a Martros and Noelle is gonna rank like shit because there's no Farina leaderboard for some
They
reason.
do. Just
And
saying.
Yoimiya is still on a Xingqiu vape team. I'm like, dude, we're way past that these days.
I think Moalani's is still like Zhongli Candace.
Are you
I
serious?
think it's a Baiju team for Mulani. On
Oh,
there
no.
for some reason.
Oh hell no!
And
I don't know,
Chaska
can't
still
think.
doesn't have one.
Oh yeah, Chaska doesn't have one. Oh,
They
Sino doesn't have one either.
I still don't fully understand how to calc Chaska. Like, how do you? Like,
I think it's probably the reason
my
why I
biggest
don't
problem
have
with
one.
it is that like you don't know what aura you begin with, or like
that too,
'cause-
yeah.
like you can pretty easily check every scenario, like what it could potentially be. But like, what do you begin with? Like, what aura do you have like at the very start, and then like how do you break the percentages of that? Because that is so. I just can't
It's so
fully
random.
understand how that works.
Yeah, and her essentially.
If someone
her
had
essentially.
like a supercomputer to calculate every single possibility of a Chaska shot
Oh,
in a
double
rotation,
character
then
of-
maybe potentially you could average it out. But
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
a-
Reset
actually-
through with the barrel bullets.
I'm tempted to just calc the worst, like the best possible scenario, like basically every single shot reacts or something, and then no reactions, and then just average the two.
I honestly I
could do
wouldn't
that.
average it because like you can still like in like it's a sheet. You can note that like you can basically like in the notes you can put the lower end is like 170k DPS on and the higher end is 190k or 200k DPS, if you know what I mean. Like I wouldn't 100% note that because it is
I guess you
confusing
could
to
do that, yeah.
average. It is confusing to average it out because like technically some people RNG fish and use the Chaska ones that are better than the normal
Yeah,
ones.
but like that's only applicable A for like super low HP Abyss chambers, or B for C6R5. Because like if you're doing like 2 or more rotations, you can't really RNG fish without like literally killing yourself.
Yeah.
Havaach, do you
Like-
you are the Chaska speedrunner. Do you what's your experience?
I reset till I get the pyro bullets.
Yeah. You see that proves my point.
Yeah, so I mean, well, gee, proved it.
Yeah, I mean,
funny.
some like I know the Nilu speedrunner B. I know him still, and he RNG fishes for like more quit blooms. Like it is possible.
Yeah, but can
I
you
had to
do
do
that
the same
for, like, every
thing.
rotation? If
No,
you want
not,
to like
not for
beat
everything, but like there are better results and there are worse results, and obviously you pick the better results.
True. True.
This is I was really bad in probability in like 12th grade. It was very awful. I hated it, so I don't want to do any
yes.
of this.
If you hated probability so much, why'd you choose to be a Genshin TC?
Because I hope that every single character is not RNG. Like I'm also never calking Chaska because I can't deal with RNG. I never calc with Sith. I hate RNG. Biggest RNG hater.
I usually just when I calc wizards, I'll just see what the damage is with and without the buff. I usually just do that, or just add and average out from there.
Do you average out every
and the-
single node?
Yes,
For
usually.
me, I just add all 3 buffs at once, but divided by 6.
I don't think you are allowed to do that because like the attack interacts with the EM, so I think that's illegal. That inflates the result. Yeah, that inflates the result that you get because attack
DC Polly,
and EM
you
multiply with
just
each
made
other.
an illegal move. You will be jailed
I can
and
check
your
it, but
sentence is
it should be
for
illegal.
project content.
Okay, I'm actually not sure, but
I think it's fine because like you're averaging it, right? Because like let's say
you
Widsith procs every 2 rotations, and then each proc you could get one of 3 possible buffs. So like the average would just be like if you were to get it every single time, it would just be 1/6 of what it is.
Yeah, but you aren't like if a character takes both advantage out of attack and EM, like a vape character, then like you can't like it will amplify each other.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, but that's supposed to be what's happening because if you can take advantage of 2 of the buffs, then
Yeah, I was about to say,
get the buff
yeah,
more often.
and which
So,
make
yeah,
the
it
weapon
should-
better.
Yeah, it should
Well,
be
so-
allowed to compound on each other.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to look into the. Yeah, Ferrand is confirming me. Ferrand is saying I'm right.
Oh, I don't know. I don't usually do it that way for Widsith myself, but then again, I don't talk Widsith that often because I don't personally like Widsith. But only for like recently, only just did it for Nefer because it was actually a pretty decent option considering other 4. Black Marrow getting a R5 takes way too fucking long, so it
That's
also
true.
Widsith
True,
an
it
actual
does.
decent, an actual decent option for Nefer. Like Like I see people with R1 Black Mirror. I'm like, do you have a R5 Wizards? Like, yeah, just use Wizards, man. It's
that is
it's
very
just,
true.
It's just gonna work better.
That is good
Like I
advice.
remember when I did staging with my really underinvested Nefer, everyone was saying like, why are you using Wizards? Just use Black Mirror. It should be better. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll use Black Mirror. And I couldn't even get within like anywhere near close to what I was doing with Wizards because the Wizards buff when I got it was like a steroid. So
yeah, it is better than
because
her
I only had
signature.
R1 Black Mirror. So it's just
while the buff is up, and I think that's the same case for almost every single Wizards character. Like Wizards, while the buff is up, is always better than the signature if the character can take advantage out of the buff. Like since it's just so many stats, and that's always going to
like,
yeah.
I was like for Mulan, even for her normal attacks or her shock attacks, it's not better than. Or the Sig is better than Wizard, but for burst, Sig is better, and so it averages out. Because Wizard is very close to the Sig, so it averages out to be the same, or is it slightly? I can't remember if it's slightly better or not. But that's only if you get the buff. So, I don't know. Wizard is just.
Chat is saying for Varessa is 200%. Wait, how much is it? 96% damage versus whatever passive her signature is. I guess, yeah. Okay.
Oh, her Sig gives a shit ton of stats. I don't think for Varessa it's that great.
True.
Her Sig is like how much crit damage, and then also on top of having a higher crit damage stat as well.
It's 68% crit damage and 28% attack. That is a lot of stats.
It's a steroid weapon. It's a steroid.
And the base attack is obviously also a big bump over
the base size. Oh, it's a high base attack weapon, right? So I mean, its crit rate on it is technically low, but or crit damage.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should end it on that note. Or does anyone have anything more to add?
I just wanna let that sink in. The same company that made Jahode is now making Illuga. Just saying.
Oh, no. Yeah, that is quite sad. Oh, Illuga.
Well, they also made Dahlia patches ago.
Yeah, true. Illuga is also like really pretty in my opinion. Like they cooked with that design. Not really with the animations, but it's a 4-star. Like
I only saw the animations. I only saw the animations. I immediately hated the guy. I didn't pay attention to the design. I don't know.
Wow.
I saw the Ningguang. I don't know her name. Zibai, whatever her name is. I saw her animation. Oh, she's pretty. Her animations are pretty. And then I see the force. I'm like, oh, I gotta use her with this guy.
Oh,
that was my reaction.
This shade is insane.
What did he do? Went through my brain the moment I saw it was Mika, and maybe I shouldn't have stooped that low, but like I don't know. See, I see Polearm and shitty animations. I think Mika. I don't know. I look back at his design.
Okay, raw pole guy. I will nudge you on that because technically speaking, if you run Zibai with Aino instead of Columbina, then it is optimal to use Aino on SMS and Illuga on 2BCM, so you do not need C2 for his kids to, or like for him to be good in that team. Like he runs 2BCM anyway. And even at 2BCM, C0 is very good. Like it is still a very good character. Like it is just that his cons are also insane. He's just the best 4-star buffer, or like one of the best 4-star buffers.
Is he like? I haven't looked into much of the leagues. Yeah, is he like overtuned?
Yeah.
Yes.
He has like
he's like Llama.
Yeah, Llama.
What is
bro is Llama.
At like C0, C0 Llama
What is-
versus C6 Illuga.
What does he give
should
at
be similar.
C0?
At
What does he give at
C0, it is flat damage. Wait, let me check the amount of flat damage. 1 second.
flat at C0 should be 700% EM total on lunar hits, and like 100% to non-lunar hits.
Yeah, I mean like the values, not the multipliers.
Oh.
1 second. The thing is, okay, it's 80k flat damage. I think Lauma is like 100. Oh, wait, how much is? Does anyone know how much? Oh, wait, I can also check in. Just a second. Nefer, Lauma, Nefer.
Hey, yo.
Flat damage. Okay, I have. Where is it? Okay, I have Lauma at C0 at around 110k flat damage, and at C0, Illuga is at 80k flat damage. However, Illuga also buffs crit rate by 5% and crit damage by 10%. Also buffs non-lunar hits, which does also is a tiny bit of buffing, and then also provides 50 EM. Okay, that sounds kind of mid, but with constellations, it is like it gets really ridiculous. And 80 flat damage to lunar hits is really, really strong. Like even though Lauma is 110k, Lauma is obviously a crazy comparison.
You think he's getting nerfed in V3?
No.
No.
There's no point. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just a Zibai character, so like if they nerf him, they also nerf her. So I don't think they are doing that. I hope that they could.
Yeah.
What? I hope that
I was gonna say they could.
Oh, sorry. you go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say they could nerf him and buff her.
Yeah,
no, that's not gonna happen though.
Technically, yeah, but I don't think they intend for that. They want him to be the C6 bait 4-star. Because it's a good marketing strategy, even though it's scammy.
I love C6 baiting.
Yeah, true. Also, I want them to buff his normal geo hits. Because it's like it is a very low amount of buffing. Because then he would be better for like Navia. It would be fun if he was best in slot for Navia, better than Shilonen, but I don't think he is at the moment.
Yeah, but that's like the old type of shit where you would make a specific character for a specific thing, and then down the line you will notice, oh, you can slot this shit here, and it's like fine or decent or better than the options you had before.
Yeah,
nowadays they are going on a super hyper niche way for the most. So if they're still gonna keep doing that with Illuga, then I don't see them buffing the non-lunar hits.
Actually, we shouldn't forget that Lauma also did like her main gimmick at the start was Hyperbloom and Burgeon and like Nilubloom.
Yeah.
So technically Illuga's niche could be like, if we compare them, like the more cope teams could be the normal geo teams, and then the good teams are the lunar geo teams. Get it? Like it does.
Yeah.
It could.
Maybe. Get it. The difference is the quills to hyper to bloom do not get amped by crit.
It's true.
You know?
But
they don't scale. Yeah, I guess if you like crit bloom and that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't get like damage percent. You don't get anything. Because the way Lauma's quills works, well, Illuga's as well, they are flat that go past the EMM. So they don't get amped by the damage percent of like react percent, you know?
Yeah.
So they don't scale like that. It's just
like Llama buff, right? Llama and Illuga.
Whoops.
Yeah, those two. Just specifically for the lunar stuff.
Yes. You're right.
I know.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is wow. Okay. Anyway. Okay, this will be my fourth attempt of asking if there's any more things to add. I hope not. Okay, I will just end it here. Thanks everyone for watching. It was a lot of fun today, and next episode we will hopefully have more confirmation on some of the interactions, as well as hopefully they fix the Columbina Nefer interaction. But yeah, that will also be discussed, as well as Columbina Hyper Carry. Hopefully it's one of the best teams, otherwise we are suing. Okay, see you. Bye bye, chat.
Bye.
Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this content. Okay.